each year is like a quarter for us, where we tend to evaluate how much have I attained. You know, you can know how much you have attained within a year.
Right.
So that is the essence of setting for a year. But though you have your lifelong plan, probably you have 20-year plan, 5-year, like you hear people talking about 10-year plan for their lives. But it is very necessary to set a long-term goal, but it is also very necessary to set a short-term, whatever, for a year. But the thing is, when you make a resolution, don't make a resolution that is too huge, a huge leap.
Yeah.
That is the problem that we have.
Yeah.
When you say that you are going to do so much within a very limited time.
Is there anything wrong with being ambitious?
It is all right to be ambitious, because all of us are ambitious by nature. But then when you make a very huge, unrealistic goal, it tends to make you even slow down. Have you ever seen a guy who is number 60 in a race where you know, number 60, that guy, even if he has speed,
even if who you are,
I'm telling you, even if who you are,
even if you're Eliud Kipchoge,
that guy will slow down because he's seeing the first guy very far from him. And that is how a long leap, those high goals and the ones that you make that are beyond us, fail to materialize at the end, because finally you lose hope.
And you start blaming it on God and saying that now God really...
Exactly. Exactly. There are people who say this year, by April I shall be married. You know, that's a very big, and probably is a lady or even a gentleman.
Right.
You know, marrying is not just taking a girl and putting her in the house. That is what you are saying. You may have goals, but don't let them. Probably you don't even have a girl. That is the example I'm making. But in your mind, you are saying by April. The resolutions should be incremental. As per, you should set small steps to allow you to be able to get where you want to go. Because if you don't that, you shall. If you don't do that, you shall be tired in the way.
Well,
and that is why, by the way, the goals you set at the beginning of the year, some of them, if you look at them retrospectively, you shall see you set very high goals for yourself until by the end of January 31st,
you're
like,
going easy on yourself. Let me reduce.
It's good to stay freestyle now. And that is what happens.
Right.
More has happened. But don't talk about the process or the end
plans
before the beginning, because it shall be a big disappointment.
All right. Well, I not to try and contradict that, or maybe, I don't know, I just need to understand that, because then there's the godly factor in things, yeah? Whatever religion that you come from, there are times that people set goals and they set their eyes on God. And you know what, no matter what happens, even if they share, they will always believe that, you know, this is a promise that I'm getting from God. And at the end of the day, he's not a liar. So eventually this will be achieved. So in such a scenario, how do you get to balance that belief in God and that aspect of prayer and that aspect of, you know, involving other people, so at least at the end of the day, you're able to achieve this, and you say, no, this took the hand of God for me to be here, as opposed to, you know, the hand of human beings, as opposed to the fact that, oh, saying that I prayed, but then again it did not happen. Maybe it's because I told so and so and all that.
Now, when I talk about mentorship, I advise people go for a quality mentor, somebody who understands their thing. I hope it is not bad to disagree.
Yeah, sure.
It's not at all.
I believe there are people who want the best of you. And I believe there are people who are out there to see whether whatever you have will even work. I believe, one, when you have an idea, take it to God in prayer and let him know, this is what I really desire to do. One, let your will be done. Number two, these are my desires. Please, let your will be done. Secondly, I believe that there are people God places strategically in your life. One, to help you shape out your ideas. My school of thought is sometimes you don't comprehend the whole idea, but then you have this seed that needs to be dropped in a certain ground to be able to grow. Probably this ground is the mind of people who have done something before. So sometimes in the desire to really, I want to achieve this on my own, sometimes people have made wrong decisions and they keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. I come from this school of thought where I have a short lifespan, 100 years or so. So the next century, probably there will be another Sky Weekend coming. So what I need to achieve, I'm time bound. So this idea that I have, can I have somebody that I can go in and trust and tell them, you know what, this is what I want to do. What are your thoughts? Number one, this person should be trusted. It's not like anybody. I don't just walk up to the streets and say, guys, come.
But how do you discern? How do you get to know that this is a person I can trust?
One, they should be people who've walked the journey you want to walk. Because I believe whatever we want to do, it's not like it's not been tried before. Sometimes, it's even important to go listen to people who failed.
Right.
Why? Because they will tell you the reason I failed. All right?
So you won't...
So that you wouldn't go that direction.
Part, yeah.
So it is important for me that when I have an idea, I don't just go and tell everybody that this is what I want to do, but I have somebody I trust, and I go tell them this is what I feel I need to do, so that they even tell me, don't step on this stair, don't go to that stair, look at this one. That will help you climb faster.
Awesome.
Secondly, I have a thing against some Christians who really trust God so much that they don't go out there to look for information. They become so ignorant. There are people who really speak in more tongues than the United Nations together.
I know.
So when they go to church, they really pray a lot and all these things. But then they lack knowledge. They're ignorant.
They don't research on
They
whatever.
don't research. And sometimes you will agree, this research may not be on books. This research may be on New Day show. So you need to listen and get information from a certain man, or a certain woman, or a certain mentor. So I believe there is a place of God and there is a place of humanity. Because God will not give you the idea to make a bulb. You will have to research because it has been made before. God might give you the power, the ability, and because He has given you the mind, why don't you do some research and get to give us a bulb? That is my school of thought.
Okay, well...